Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are diving into one of the most important topics in English grammar, tenses, specifically the simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to talk about things that are regular, habitual, or facts that are always true. Whether it's your daily routine, general truths, or describing things that happen repeatedly, the simple present tense is your go-to tense. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to use it with ease. But before we jump into the simple present, let's first take a quick look at what tenses are and why they are so important in English grammar. I'll give you plenty of examples to make it crystal clear. Let's get started. So, what are tenses? A tense is a form of the verb that allows you to express time. The tense of the verb tells us about the time the action took place. Alright, so tenses are like the three superheroes of grammar. They each have their own superpower. We've got the past tense, which handles all the things that happened yesterday. The present tense, which keeps us in the here and now, and the future tense, which is always looking ahead to what's coming. Let me explain you with another example. Imagine tense as a tree that represents time. This tree has three main branches, past, present, and future, that guide every sentence we speak. Let me explain you the first branch, the past tense. This branch represents everything that has already happened. It's like looking back into history, whether it's a moment ago or years in the past. Verbs in the past tense describe actions that are completed, like I walked or they studied. Can say that the action took place yesterday. That's why it's talking about past. Now let's talk about the next branch, that is the present. This is the branch we are on right now, representing actions happening in the moment. Present tense verbs express things happening currently or habits like I walk or they study. And the last branch is future. This branch stretches out ahead, representing actions that haven't happened yet. Verbs in the future tense describe events that will occur, like I will talk or they will study. Now, each of these three branches, past, present, and future, has its own set of smaller branches. Or should I say, four divisions. Just like how a tree has different twigs, tenses also break down into four forms to help us talk about actions in different ways. Let's break them down and see how they all work together. Before we begin with the simple present tense, I want you all to know the importance of verb forms. Verb forms are very important to learn as these verbs only change the tenses. You see, verbs are the heart of every sentence. They tell us what's happening. But the tricky part is, verbs can change their form depending on when an action happens. Whether it's an action happening right now, in the past, or in the future, verbs need to adjust to match the time. Understanding verb forms is the key to unlocking tenses. Because each tense uses a specific form of the verb. So, let's take a look at how verbs work their magic. There are three forms of verb. First form, second form, and the third form of the verb that are used with different tenses. After understanding tenses, its three branches and four sub-branches of each tense let us begin our journey to explore the first branch of present tense, the simple present tense. Let's listen to a story using simple present tense. Please repeat the words that are highlighted. Max is a boy who loves his dog, Buddy. Every morning, they go for a walk in the park. Today, they decide to explore a new trail. As they walk, they hear rustling in the bushes. Buddy barks and Max feels excited. Suddenly, a squirrel jumps out and runs up a tree. Max laughs and Buddy chases it but stops at the tree. They continue walking and find a small stream. Max and Buddy jump over it and keep exploring. They find a hidden spot with beautiful flowers. Max feels like it is a secret place just for them. After their adventure, they return home happy and tired. Now, after listening to the story, check our understanding through these sentences. First one, which is correct? Max live in a village or Max lives in a village? The answer is Max lives in a village because as singular subject takes SES with verb. As Max is a singular subject, so we have added S to the verb. Live is the verb, that is the first form of verb, and to that we have added S. So that brings you to the first rule of simple present tense, that takes SES with the verb. Let's come to the next sentence. Which one is correct? They live in a village or they lives in a village? So the correct answer is they live in a village, not they lives in a village, because the subject is plural here. Now let's see the third sentence. Which one is correct? Does Max go to his village or do Max go to his village? Here the correct answer is does Max go to his village? As Max is singular and SES is added with verb do, so it makes does Max go to his village or do they go to his village? That is correct. Why? Because we have added do before they, and they is a plural subject. Let's look into the uses of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to describe daily habits or daily routine, like I study every day. Or let's talk about Max. Meet Max, a cheerful boy. Every morning he takes his dog Buddy for a walk. Let's see what else he does. Every day Max feeds his Buddy breakfast. He gives him dog food and fresh water. So what is the structure of simple present tense? Subject plus base verb, or you can say the first form of verb is used with simple present tense. So Max feeds, he gives. Simple present tense sentences. Do some more examples of simple present tense. Tim sleeps at 10 p.m. So this is the action that happens every day. Tim sleeps. SES is added with the verb sleep. She runs every day. So this is the daily action. Max feeds his dog daily. Feeds, SES is added with a singular subject, that is Max. My brother plays the guitar. So this is the action done by my brother who plays a guitar every day. Now let's talk about the second use of simple present tense. That is for facts or universal truth. Like the sun rises in the east. Get more examples. The earth is round. Time passes very quickly. Honesty is the best policy. Dogs are loyal. Water is essential for life. All these sentences are used to tell about some facts or the universal truth that cannot be changed. Now let's recap the simple present tense rule again. And the only important rule that differentiates other tenses with simple present tense is the use of SES in simple present tense with singular subject, like Max walks with Buddy in the park. So Max is a singular subject, so we add S to the verb, that is the first form of verb, walk, and make it Max walks with Buddy in the park. When using the simple present tense, we add S or ES to the verb when the subject is he, she, it, or any singular noun. For most verbs, we simply add S. For example, Max plays soccer. So Max is a singular subject and we add S to the verb, that is play, and make it Max plays soccer. So that is the daily action that is done by Max. Let's look at other examples. Max runs every day. He eats food. They eat food. I eat food. Max takes the bus to school. These sentences are in simple present tense and follow the rule of SES, which is added with a singular subject. So Max is a singular subject, so the verb has taken S with it. Max runs. He eats. But they, the third sentence, they eat food. They is a plural subject, so it will not take SES with the verb. I eat food. We do not use SES with I and you. These are the two exceptions. I eat food, you eat food. I hope two uses of simple present tense are clear. First one, express daily action or daily routine. Second one, to state facts or truth. And the rule of simple present tense is SES is added to the first form of verb in simple present tense. Let's revise. Read all the questions carefully and write the correct answer on a sheet. Now check your answers. Max goes to school. That is daily action. Max loves his dog. They go for a walk. Morning walk is important. Max does not like his cat. Do they like each other? This is another practice exercise for you. Let's practice using simple present tense in 3 types of sentences now. There are 3 types of sentences. First is positive, second is negative, and the third is interrogative. So how do we use simple present tense in all the 3 kinds of sentences? For example, the first one is positive. I walk. And when we make it negative, it becomes I don't walk. And interrogative means you are asking a question. Do I walk? Now let's change the subject. You walk. You don't walk. Do you walk? She walks. So she is a singular subject, so we have added SES to the verb. She doesn't walk is a negative statement. Does she walk is an interrogative. We add SES with the verb which is do and make it does she walk. Continue. He walks. He doesn't walk. Does he walk? It walks. It doesn't walk. Does it walk? We walk. We is a plural subject. We don't walk. Do we walk? You walk. You don't walk. Do you walk? They walk. They don't walk. Do they walk? It's very important to remember that do is used with I, you, we, they, and plural subjects, while does is used with he, she, it, and singular subjects. Now read the story of Max again and understand the uses of simple present tense. And that's the end of this video on the simple present tense. Now you know how to talk about routines, habits, general truths, and things that always happen. Remember, if it's something that's regular or true in the present, the simple present is your go-to tense. So go ahead and practice using the simple present in your own sentences. The more you use it, the easier it will become. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.